So we're going to do 5 minutes of mobility with a little bit of stretching, and then 5 minutes of relaxation at the end. So get yourself sat down onto the floor. Your legs can either be crossed like mine are, or if you need to, you can have them out to the side or out to the front. It really doesn't matter, as long as you're comfortable. Okay. Belly buttons in, make sure you're sat equally so we're not leaning to one side or the other. We're just going to start with a little side bend, trying to get the elbows down to the floor. Make sure you're going directly to the side, not forwards or back. And keep both bum cheeks onto the floor, no matter where your legs are. Okay, let's add an arm going up and over to the corner of the room. Good, do me 1 or 2 more. Make sure you've done an equal number on both sides, and we're going to twist. Taking one arm behind you, the other arm across to the opposite knee. I'd like you to lift up and lengthen before you turn to look behind you. Hold for a moment and change sides. Remember to lift up and lengthen the spine first. Good, do me 1 or 2 more. Make sure you've done an equal number on both sides for me. And I'd like you to come onto your hands and knees. We're going into a cat stretch. So into a 4-point kneeling position with your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. We're going to tuck your tailbone under, belly buttons in, and push your lower back up to the ceiling. So guys, I don't really want much movement in the upper back to begin with, just your lower back. And then drop down to the floor, look forward slightly, and do that again. Just here, just this part here, lower back, push it up. And then back. Good, and then let's do the full back. So pushing all of your back up to the ceiling, that's the upper back included this time. And then dropping everything down to the floor, bringing the chest through the arms, looking forward for me, tailbone lifted. Good, 2 more like this. Good, please flip over onto your backs for me. Bringing your knees bent, feet flat onto the floor, and the knees and the feet are together for me. I simply want you to drop the knees over to one side. Bring the arms into like a T shape so they're in line with the shoulders. And then bring back to centre and then go to the other side. So the hip will come all the way up off the floor as you rock from one edge, outer edge of one foot to the outer edge of the other foot. But I want you to keep both shoulders down for me. Pull your tummies in. Good, do me 1 or 2 more. Making sure you've done an equal number on both sides. And then I'd like to sit yourselves back up to me. Again, bring the legs into wherever is comfortable. And let's just do a couple of shoulder rolls to finish. Change directions. Good, so we need to find a space that's comfortable for you to do your relaxation. If you'd like to sit with your back against the wall, if you're staying sat up, or you can lie down and have your legs out straight for me. Okay. If you're sat up, you can have the legs out, or you can have them crossed, that doesn't matter. If you're laid down, let's have the arms in a low V, palms up to the ceiling. If you're sat up, let's have them resting on the knees, palms up. Okay. Make sure your back's against the wall. Okay. I'd like you to close your eyes and drop your chin to your chest. I'm going to count the breath today. So I want you to just become aware of your breathing. Follow the journey of the air as you breathe in, as you inhale, and as you exhale. And ideally, it's in through the nose, out through the mouth, if you can. And we're going to count each stage of our breathing. Now, this is entirely personal to you. I don't want you to alter your breathing to match mine or the counts that I'm going to give you. If your counting is different, that's fine. All I'd like you to try and do is even it out. So your in-breath is the same as your out-breath. Okay. So we're going to count how long you breathe in for. So that might be breathing in, say, for the count of 4. We naturally sort of hold the breath a little bit at the top. So that might be for 1 count. And then we exhale for the count of 4, and then you naturally pause again just a tiny bit before you breathe in again, and that might be the count of 1 again. Okay, but again, it's up to you. It's how fast, how slow you're breathing. Like I said, even it out, but don't change it to fit my counts. So all I want you to do is think about the journey that air's taking as it comes in and out of your body. So how long it takes you to breathe in for, how long you pause, how long you breathe out for, how long you rest. And just focus on that breath, on those counts for me. So we're breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. We hold for 1. We breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. And you rest for 1. Guys, I'm going to quiet down for the last minute or so. So I want you to be aware if your mind starts to wander. Try to focus on the breath, on those counts. And at any point, if you realise that other thoughts have started to creep in, bring yourself back to that breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth, back to that counting. Keep going, guys. So just a little reminder that we are counting the breath. Are you focusing on that breath and focusing on those counts? If not, bring yourself back to it. Push all the other thoughts out to one side. Well, done, guys. We're going to come out of relaxation. I'd like you to keep your eyes closed to the very end and just take about 3 slightly deeper breaths. Now get a bit of oxygen back into the body. And wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. If you are laid onto your backs, bend your knees so your feet are flat and roll onto your right side for me. And when you are ready, sit yourselves back up to me. And open your eyes. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and one left done, everybody. Thank you very much. How do we all feel? Hopefully nice and relaxed. Hopefully your spines are feeling a little bit more mobilised. Don't forget to comment hashtag live if you joined me live, and hashtag replay if you're doing it at a later date for your competition entries. And that's it for me for now. I will see you again soon.